Good morning. I am cold. It is cold out here. Believe it or not. Yes. Here in South Georgia. I think our high today is 50, like 1 or 2. And for most of y'all, that's like, what? That's cold, but it is for me. So I've got on Amy's clothes because Chris is sleeping and I didn't want to wake him up. And I've already went in there and read Bible study, and I don't know, I was just in one of my moods where I just wanted to get out, so I came out to the front porch. And when I came out here, there was quite a few birds. Right now, there's only a mourning dove. She's sitting on the ground. It's hard for y'all to see her. There's a red cardinal, and they're always here. There's a male and a female together. It's so funny when you start watching birds how the male and the female stay together, you know. But I got me on a little hat. I found this on the back of Amy's door. But the clouds are so pretty today, and the wind is blowing. And when you look at our trees here, you can see the moss. And it's so nice. It's hard for y'all to see it as well as I can see it. But it is so nice to sit here and watch the moss moving in the breeze and just enjoy the morning air, even if it is cold. This says my battery's low. I had no idea, so I can't stay on here long with y'all. But the sky's really pretty today, and the clouds are moving by pretty quick. And so I'm enjoying it outside. I'll come back and do Bible study with you guys in a little while. I wanted y'all to see or at least hear the doggone hawks. They've already pitched a fit and flew over the house. Right now, all I hear is my titmouse, the mourning doves, different birds, but I don't hear the hawks. And I don't know what they're doing. Matter of fact, when they flew over a while ago, instead of just 2 of them, the male and female, there was a third one. And maybe that's why they were pitching such a fit. There's another one around the area and they don't like it. I am going to, let me show y'all this, well, mourning dove. I'm going to tell you, those mourning doves are the most sensitive little boogers. If you sit here and you try to watch a mourning dove, they get so skittish and scared so easy. Y'all, Chris is really proud. See that little cedar feeder out there? The flat one? When I wanted to buy that, he didn't want to pay for it because it wasn't cheap. I have it on the website. And he told me the other day, he goes, yeah, I really think they sure do love that flat feeder. He puts the mealworms in there and he puts the better stuff in it. And buddy, they love that flat feeder. And he puts Vaseline on the poles so that the squirrels don't bother our feeders. And really, they don't. And every once in a while, they'll walk over there, because we have tons of squirrels, you can just imagine, with the kind of trees that we have here, for them to live in. I hear an airplane. See if y'all can see him. It's a big airplane. I'm trying to stay on here long enough for y'all to hear my hawks. So just be patient. And anyway, he told me the other day he was really glad we got that feeder. Okay, somebody had asked me about binoculars. This is the pair that we got for $130-something at, what do you call it? Dick's Sporting Goods. Okay, and then this is the pair I got for $40 on Amazon. Look at the difference in the size of them. Let me zoom back out. Okay, see the difference in the size? This one was $130. This one was $40 on Amazon. This one is times 42. This one is times 50. So this one actually has a bigger, goes further to view. But this one is more compact. What I like about this one, if you want to know, why wouldn't you just buy these? Because these only turn so far, like, apart from each other. See, they bend. You can spread them out or pull them together, okay? But because my eyes, believe it or not, my eyes really are close together. When I get glasses, I have to make sure that this part is pretty small this way. I have the skinniest nose ever, okay? So, what I like about the $140 pair is that they push together a lot. Look how small they go together. And they're more compact. And to tell you the truth, they do have a better picture. But this one does go further out. Like if I want to see a hawk up in one of these trees over here, or a woodpecker, which, I mean, we can see stuff over there fine with these binoculars. Matter of fact, if you look at the neighbor's house, this is Miss Nancy's house with the green roof. Y'all, she's an older woman. I'm not kidding. I don't know how old she is because I hadn't asked her. She's amazing. I've never seen anything like it. She gets out and rides her bicycle every day. She plays tennis. She is so fit. She's more fit than I was when I was a doggone teenager. And she's pretty doggone old. Her husband has passed away. And she lives by herself. Y'all, that woman is so active. It is unreal. She's always coming and going. Like I said, she rides her bicycle in the afternoons. And she goes and plays tennis in the mornings. And she's just an inspiration now. I'm going to tell you, that woman is something else. And I just sit here on my porch and watch her. But anyway, if you're wondering that if you get what you pay for, you really kind of do. Because you can tell these are smaller and easier to hold. But if you can't afford the smaller pair, this pair is still fine to do what you need to do with it. And most people can see. I'll show you how close together they go. That's as far apart as they go. It's the closest you can get them. So Chris's head, he can see with them, you know, pretty good, but my eyes are so doggone close together, it's a little harder for me. I don't hear my hawks. Yeah, we haven't had a problem with ants getting in our bird feeders yet. I'm sure we will eventually. I know they got in our hummingbird feeders last year, and they have an ant moat you can put on your hummingbird feeder. I don't really know if they work. Y'all can tell me. They don't cost much. You can get them pretty cheap. But y'all, what I like is Chris went, I have 2 bird baths out here. That one and then one next to the house. And it's so funny because the squirrels will go up to that bird feeder and sit on it and wash their hands. It's funny. But anyway, this tree right here is really pretty. See the moss hanging off of it? Y'all, it's so pretty down here. I don't regret moving away at all. My mother's gone now. My dad, all he does is play the stock market. That's his favorite thing to do. So I don't regret moving at all. I have to say, I really don't. I love it here. I love it in St. Mary's. So if y'all ever come to St. Mary's and decide to take a vacation here or anything, y'all let me know. I'm trying to wait on the hawks to come back home. I guess I can show y'all what tree they're in right quick. I'm on, I guess this thing is working. Are y'all seeing pretty clear with this thing? All right, I'm going to go out in the yard and show y'all where their nest is, so y'all will know how close it is to me. I've got Amazon boxes on the porch. I ordered a bunch of stuff. During this cold weather, I didn't have anything else to do. Okay, I can show y'all my bird feeders up close right quick. Those of y'all who are still on. This is our last one we got at Lowe's. Isn't it pretty? And they love it. You can see the food in it. What I like about this bird feeder is if they land right here, this keeps the seed dry. And I mean, it's been raining like crazy here, and it's done really well. But what I like about it is if one lands on it and one lands on the other side, if you got your binoculars, you can see the one on the other side. And another thing I like is a lot of them come to the bird feeders in male and female. Most of the time when they feed, it's male and female. And what's cool is the male and female can come and eat at this one and still see each other. And I think that's important to them, to be able to keep an eye on each other. I asked Chris, would he buy me this metal piece? Because I said they could come out here and sit on it while they're waiting for a bird to leave the feeder or whatever. And they do sit on it. This has just got cheap bird seed in it. And these have been very good. These are squirrel resistant. These little things, the bird, of course, stands on and gets a bite. This is our cheaper seed. And you hardly ever see them eat this seed. They really just don't like it. It's just some cheap feed that Chris bought at Tractor Supply in a big bag. This is our tiny feed. And I forget what it's called. Y'all probably know. But it's for the tiny little birds. And it's gotten really wet. And we probably need to change it out. But not until this weather gets better. Our weather is going to rain a couple more days, and then we're going to have about 5 or 6 days of no rain. And this is my soot bar, and this is not the, you can tell they've been eating on it, and this is not the woodpecker one, but the woodpecker of course comes here. And when you get your binoculars, let me say, that tree right there, this one right here that goes up, it's a beautiful, beautiful tree. I don't know the name of it, Chris does. But it looks just like a fern in the summertime. And in the wintertime, the leaves do turn and fall off. It's really weird because you would think it'd be an evergreen. But when you get your binoculars and you look at the trunk of that tree, and you go up to the top and you zoom in, because I was watching a woodpecker the other day. You can see woodpecker holes everywhere in that tree. But that's what they do. Some of them drink the sap. But now this one has our mealworms in it. Boy, do they love these mealworms. It has holes on the bottom, so if it rains, they dry out pretty quick. And like I said, I have this one on the website if y'all want to get one. But they absolutely love this thing. Grace is so happy that we got it now. And then this one has our good seed in it. And they visit this one and this one more than anything in the yard. And part of it's probably because it's next to the bushes. And what's so crazy, y'all, is I read that you should put somebody's coming down the road, that you should put your feeder away from the bushes because they're afraid that something's going to come out and get them. But can I say, the one that's the closest to the bushes is the one that they want to go to the most. So I'm not too sure about what they said about that. Okay, I'm about to show you what tree my hogs are in. Okay, this is the front of the house. We have 3 main trees in our backyard. This is one, and this is one. Their nest is in this one. That tree right there, this branch and this branch are part of that tree. And I'll walk y'all over here and let you see which one it is in the backyard that they're nesting in. Look, this moss is fell in the yard. And I don't have good juice on my phone, so I don't know what kind of picture y'all are getting. I forgot to plug it in last night. All right, here's our backyard. See, this one was the one on the right. This is the one they're in. It was right directly in the center of the yard. And their nest is right... I'm trying to think... Their nest is in this side, right up in here, where 3 branches come together. Sure is. So anyway, there's my propane tank I had to get put in just so I could have my gas stove, y'all. Because y'all know I don't have gas here. Our house is so pretty, I have to admit. When Chris painted it, it is just beautiful. The colors of our house are beautiful. They're snow white, or very white. And then we have 2 colors. It's hard to tell. We have a color down here on the bottom. And this color is going to be more the colors of the awning fabric that I picked out. All right. And then you've got sage on the windows. And I used a light sage on the vertical and horizontal, and then just a hint darker sage across the top horizontal. You can tell right there. See, that dark is a little bit darker than these. And then we also used this color, that horizontal color, on all the soffits. But we painted the soffit the light green on the face of the fascia. And then we painted, so let me see if I can get my finger in here. The face part of the fascia is the light green, but underneath the soffit is the darker sage. And it's just so pretty. Chris did such a great job. He worked his butt off, I have to say. And he's so good about keeping up the yard. And he planted these the other day. And I'm pretty sure, I think these are, I want to say rhododendron. He planted over here, 2 of them. And then this, I don't even know what that is he planted. And he planted me some, I'll go out to the back and show you what he's planted out here. Because y'all haven't been in the backyard forever. My dogs are, he installed these gates and they were so nice. So we're going to go through. Leave my birds alone. Boy, my hands are freezing. It's cold out here. Okay, we got a lemon tree. This is going to be our lemon tree. And it doesn't have any new growth on it. But that's our lemon tree. And then I wanted chickens, and I wanted them to put them over there in that corner, but he ain't gonna let me have any chickens. He just ain't. I'm like, whatever. You know, you live and learn, I guess. I love him. Anyway, even if he won't let me have chickens. This is his horseshoe pit. He put one there, and then one over there. And then these are our, he made that bench in front of his little brush pile. And y'all, this is the tree that my doggone hawks are in. Let's see if I can show y'all where they are if we look up. All right, this is the tree the hawks are in. It's hard for y'all to tell where they are right here. Let me go around to this side. I think I'm going to be able to see their babies once they start having their babies. Y'all are going to have to let me get acclimated so I can tell where they are. Okay. Their nest is not in these throat branches, but the ones above that. It's telling me to rotate my device. This little birdhouse right here, we've never had a bird live in it. It was just more of a decorative one. But the doggone squirrels sit on top of it all the time. Okay, we got one bluebird house out here. And I don't think a bluebird lives in it yet. This is a Satsuma orange tree. They are the best oranges ever. And I got 2 of them. And they've got a little bit of new growth on them, you can see. Right there. So he's happy about that. Y'all, our soil here is terrible. I mean, terrible. So he has been dumping. This is another Satsuma. Actually, these don't look the same. One might be an orange. I don't know. But look at all the new growth on this one. Boy, it's got a lot. Okay, this is our garden, and he's been bringing in dirt and dumping in here over time. This is a pepper from last year, and it's come back and started growing where it was. He was like, I can't believe that. And then that over there is a little bit of lettuce that's still alive, and that's the only thing still alive in here. But he puts paper and stuff in here to make compost, and that's all we have out here right now. But he's got a lot of seeds started. And here's our owl, and he sure ain't scaring them birds at all. See? Sitting right there. And this is our slab. They poured this slab when they poured the foundation and did the driveway. And Chris's cleaning station is over here. And when they cut the branches off the other day, Chris stacked up some logs to use in his fire out in the middle of the house. He really likes to sit in front of that and light it up. Sometimes our awning is going to go here. I can't wait to show it to y'all when they put it in. And Chris painted our storage building to match the house. And this is his place where he keeps the boat and his carport. And so when we did this, we poured footings for the building to sit on. And then we put gravel in the middle, so when he washed the boat, the water would go into the gravel and into the ground instead of having like a huge slab here. It made a lot more sense. That was my bright idea. I tell him all the time he should put it out. It does work good. So, but he loves his building for his boat. And that's pretty much it. You can see my furniture stacked up. This is my old furniture that came with the house. It was really not outdoor furniture. It was indoor. They had it in the sunroom. And so it would cost me more to get new cushions for it than it would to just buy furniture. It's crazy. But I would like to use it. It's pretty. So if y'all know of a place where I could get new cushions that wouldn't break the bank, y'all let me know. And that's pretty much it. That's the yard. That's the yard. This is his hammock he lays in all the time. Oh, that's our bluebird house over there. Let's go look. It looks almost like... When do the bluebirds? I seen one the other day. A bluebird? See, there's nothing in there. But they say they like the wood houses better than the fancy houses. So, anyway, let's go around the front. I was hoping the hawks would come back over here while y'all were here and come back to their little nest. But they're not going to. I don't even hear them. They must be out hunting something to eat this morning. Maybe they won't hunt right up under their nest. And they do make a, vest that I can put on Marcy. I'm not worried about them picking up my other two dogs or attacking them. But my Marcy's little, and they make a vest I can put on her that's orange. It's made so that they can't pick her up, you know. And I think I might get her one because once they have their eggs and they have their babies and stuff, they may become a little more aggressive. I would think that they might. This tree that I was telling y'all about is, if y'all know what it is, this is how the leaves look when they fall and die on this tree. It looks just like fern. It really does. There's some, our mums are already getting green. But this is that tree. This is how the bark looks. But you can see the holes in it. Look at the holes. It has holes all over it. So they really like this tree. It is some kind of cypress tree. It's pretty. I love it. It's my favorite tree in the yard. I wonder if this is rosemary. No. My rosemary's over here next to the front door. And I didn't plant any because I got this big, see that right there is rosemary. This is rosemary. It's got stuff all over it. But anyway, that's it. We got these rocking chairs at Lowe's, really cheap, and we sit out here and watch our birds. Like two old people. No, it's not a weeping willow. It's not. I don't know what it is. Chris knows the name of it, y'all, but I don't. But anyway, hope y'all have enjoyed my nature morning. You can hear the birds, but I guess the hawks aren't going to come home for y'all to see them. But just across the way, in my neighbor's backyards, these backyards from these people, is the marsh. So it's a big open water area. And y'all are not going to believe this, but a house down the road sold in January. Some of y'all already know, but this house that we moved in, we spent $175,000 on. It was a really good deal, though, I have to say. I mean, she would have sold it. We bought it the day she put it up for sale. We made sure we were here. And because houses go so fast here. But there's a house down the road, y'all, that sold for $750,000 because it's over there on the water. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, how could I live in a $170,000 house and right down the road somebody lives in a $750,000 house? Isn't that crazy? And that's what water will do. Plus, they have a very fancy house. Very fancy. But anyway, I hope y'all have enjoyed being out here with me this morning. It's quite evident that the hawks have gone to eat because I don't hear them anywhere. Usually you can hear them when they're close by.